and welcome to this week's episode of Insieme. We're downtown at the city of Toronto because we're celebrating the ICFF, the Italian Canadian Film Festival.
Imagine a festival that runs in 7 days in 7 cities from one ocean to the other. It's even weird to think something like this. We couldn't do this as our board or our sponsors without, I don't know how I could say, a incredible net of partnerships, incredible group of friendships, incredible strength that come from the Italian community. I think that the Italian community did a fantastic job here. It's not the festival. The Italian community decided to regroup together for a project, and we managed to have this crazy, because it's crazy. I don't think that there is another festival that runs from an ocean to another. At the same day, have screenings everywhere. It's up to our community. So this is a festival of the Italian community that everybody is involved. I don't see people that doesn't want to get involved in this. And so I'm so happy that we created this. We created that not so many years ago, grow so much. I didn't even think something like this growing so much, even in the budget. So I thank the sponsor, of course, that have you seen how many are with us, and the representative of every groups that are part of us. Usually the Italian community tend to work in single groups. We managed really to have a very large group. And so an applause to all of you that represent the Italian community that all participate in this festival. So thank you very much.
Now I'm joined by Cristiano De Florentis, who's going to be speaking in English and Italian today.
Oh, I'll try my best. You know, with so many Italian movies, I lost my English.
So I'll put you on the spot. I'm going to ask you right away about the opening and closing films, because I love the fact that you're representing women this year. You're putting the women in the spotlight with the direction and the acting. Can you tell me about those films?
We will start with Qualcosa di Nuovo. This is the Italian title of a movie directed by Cristina Comencini. We have Michaela Ramazzotti and Paola Cortellesi that are going to star. So all women that are part of this fantastic comedy. But it's a light comedy, but also a clever comedy that I enjoyed so much, and so happy to have this movie as an opening movie, as an international premiere.
Very exciting. And also there is another sort of event that's going on from Bello to Beautiful, right? Celebrating 150 years of Ontario.
Yes, we started to think what to do special for this edition. Canada's birthday of 150 years, Ontario, of course. So we were thinking, we celebrate all the time the businessmen of the Italian community. And there were never opportunity to celebrate the artists that contributed so much the Canadian industry of cinema. So we took that responsibility, and we are screening for 7 days shorts, feature films, and promo of Italian Canadians. So this is all the new, so things that were produced 50 years ago, and the latest short movie. Especially also your movie is going to be here.
A little self-promotion there, yes. We have something about the Ladies Auxiliary of the CFP.
Yes, I'm so happy that you joined us and we'll celebrate together this fantastic organization.
We're so happy to be part of it. And to celebrate 150 years of Canada must be a very special experience with the festival.
Yes, it's important. The Italian community did so much. Everybody thinks that the Italian community built the skyline of the cities, but we build also a little bit the arts here in Canada, especially also in cinema and television.
Now, there's another really interesting initiative with Ryerson about fashion and film, right? Can you talk about that?
Fashion is a program that we started 3 years ago with the Ryerson, and the idea is that they have the students at the last year that create a collection based on a theme of Italian movies. So this year the theme was, of course, Vittorio De Sica, having here in Toronto the son Christian. And so we are going to present these wonderful clothes, a wonderful dress at the closing party at the Ritz-Carlton.
So everything is in the style of the golden era of cinema, right?
Yes, but we have always to connect the golden era and the new fantastic Italian new cinema.
No, facciamo un pochettino in italiano.
I'll try in Italian. I'll try in Italian. I don't know. I don't guarantee.
Vediamo come va. Allora, il premiere del festival sarebbe il film The Neighborhood.
Sì, io pochito italiano, pochito italiano, dei neighborhood, il vicinato. Il vicinato è il nuovo film di... che sta diventando più sciolto l'italiano. Allora, il vicinato è il nuovo film di Frank D'Angelo, siamo contentissimi di aver convinto lui a presentarlo a questo festival in anteprima mondiale. Ci sarà il cast presente a Toronto, il cast stiamo parlando di nomi che hanno rappresentato e che rappresentano il meglio del cinema italiano. Giancarlo Giannini, Franco Nero e anche del cinema di Hollywood. Danny Aiello sarà qui con noi, insomma un bel gruppo di testimonials per questo film che si preannuncia un bellissimo thriller.
E c'è un altro film, allora, collegato a uno che ha fatto questo short di Pixar. Si chiama...
avremo a Toronto il vincitore dell'Academy Award come Best Short e che è non niente po' di meno che il direttore della Pixar, che uno dice il direttore della Pixar, chissà chi sarà, Alan Barillaro, un nome italiano, uno dice sarà di origine di Hollywood, no, è di Toronto, un italo-canadese con madre e padre italiani che ha fatto la fortuna ad Hollywood e ha fatto la fortuna della Disney e sarà qui con noi a presentarsi questo short.
Fantastico. E c'è un direttore australiano, giusto?
Ah sì, verrà anche a Toronto dall'Australia, quindi immaginatevi quanta la reputazione del festival è andata lontano. È arrivata fino in Australia, verrà da noi Ruth Borgobello, una regista italo-australiana che presenterà un film del tutto speciale che collega il Friuli con l'Australia. È una commedia molto frizzante, vibrante, che non vedo l'ora di vedervi al cinema a vederla.
Assolutamente. Ok.
Va bene?
Bene, grazie mille Cristiano.
Grazie a te, buon lavoro.
Buon lavoro.
Alla Ventresca Travel Agency, specializzate in viaggi di nozze, crociere e viaggi per famiglie, grazie all'esperienza di Franco Ventresca e dei suoi consulenti, ogni viaggio rimane per sempre. Chiamate con fiducia Ventresca Travel Agency 416-745-1145.
Hello, my name is John Verdoni. I have been serving the Italian community for more than 30 years for memorable weddings and social events, both at the Park Markham and the Brighton Event Center. I look forward to continue serving you in the future.
Problemi di udito? Per una consulenza gratuita con la più moderna tecnologia, Silvana Casi di Alba Hearing vi offre la soluzione giusta per sentire meglio. Alba Hearing 9750 Weston Road, Woodbridge 905 533 4327. Sono state indette per il 14 luglio 2017 le elezioni per il rinnovo del Comites. Per votare occorre compilare il modulo sul sito www.constoronto.esteri.it e farlo pervenire al consolato, seguendo le istruzioni, entro il 14 giugno 2017.
Stiamo andando dal più grande produttore televisivo polacco. Se gli piace il progetto, abbiamo risolto tutti i problemi.
Ma secondo te questa cosa dell'arte contemporanea alla gente ti piace?
I'm interested in some of the talents and the special guests that will be arriving for this year's festival.
Yes, we're starting on to have Paola Cortellesi. Paola Cortellesi, she's a very beautiful actress, and in her young career, she has done more than 20 movies, and she's also done. I think she presented Sanremo. She also did a very good show with Laura Pausini on the on the right television a few years ago, which was a great success. So I think she's a fantastic addition to our lineup.
Right. And you've got Giancarlo Giannini, right?
Giancarlo Giannini, obviously probably one of the more international male figure in Italian cinema, having done 007 movies and other major international movies.
Now I ask you a personal question. What's your favorite part of the festival? Is it the parties?
When it's done. That's my first one. No, there's a lot.
You're across the nation this year, from Vancouver to Quebec, right?
Exactly. It makes us very proud. All the work that we have done throughout the months. And, I have to publicly thank Cristiano and Mara, obviously, for having done a tremendous job, many uncounted hours, nights done it, working, tirelessly to make this beautiful lineup, and I have to thank them.
It's incredible how you've grown from a small festival to an international festival so quickly, and with such a small but devoted core staff. So we're really, really happy that this is happening in Toronto.
Thank you so much. Well, the major reason is because the media believed in us, and obviously the sponsors that we are attracting every year is a sentiment that obviously there is a belief in this kermesse at this sixth year. So it is for us, some sort of pushing towards the high, and giving us the energy to do every year better and better. So thanks to our major sponsor, IC Savings, Delta Airlines, and Empire, Citizen, Two Sisters. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna forget somebody.
There are so many to name.
But there are so many to name. But the importance is that everybody believes in our work, and which is exceptional.
It's great. Well, thank you so much.
Insieme è patrocinato in parte da Thorncreed Group of Companies di John e Ross Ruscica. Insieme è patrocinato in parte da Malpac delle famiglie Emanuele Di Pietro e Tony Galea, industria leader in Canada nella produzione di materie plastiche.
Sabrina's car needs new tires so that she can take Amelia to Nana's house.
Okay, we'll install Michelin tires on her car too.
Don't forget new tires for Nana Rosa's car.
Yes, Michelin tires for Nonna Rosa's car.
Ma di che cosa parla questo film?
Se devo essere sincero, la trama del film, tutto ciò che...
No, è una storia criminale, una storia tra la vita, un guardo.
La trama di questo film vuol sapere che...
Now, Paolo Golini is head of the board of the directors of the ICFF, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the government partnerships that you have going on, which are really interesting.
Yeah, thank you. Well, none of this could happen unless you have the right government parties at the table. And, it's about engaging in, of course, the foremost government partner, and that being the Republic of Italy, and our partner being the Consul General, with special thank you to Giuseppe Pastorelli, who has been a big supporter of the film festival for the last few years. And really it's important to have them engaged when we're talking about spreading Italian culture and Italian language. As, of course, we have the Italian Cultural Institute represented by Ascal Bova, and by Alessandro Ruggera, and of course the Italian Trade Commission by Ascal Bova. And this trio of partners is important because not only does it legitimize and endorse the film festival, but it's through their assistance that we get other associations involved and engaged in what is a very large and rich platform this year.
Absolutely, and it seems like you really entrenched yourself into the community between the Ontario project, the Ontario 150, and then the ICFF Junior. You're really getting the community motivated to be part of this.
For sure. So, of course, our junior program in its 5th edition this year, working with the Toronto Catholic School Board, the York Catholic School Board, important partners in disseminating film to a young audience and students that maybe have not experienced cinema ever before, and really getting them engaged in what not only Italian cinema, but what international cinema is, because this year we've introduced different languages to the platform. We've come out with Portuguese, Filipino, French, of course, and Spanish. And so we're now getting other people in the community at large involved, not only in Italian culture, but in multi-ethnic cultural programming. And then with respect to the 150, the celebration of Canada's 150th birthday this year, getting Ontario government on board, acknowledging and recognizing that our film festival is an important component of the cultural backbone and foundation of not only Ontario, but of this country.
Absolutely. Well, the initiatives have been fantastic, and we're really excited to see what happens this year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I see you grin. I'm such a happy individual the moment that you speak. I wanna go play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon. You and I, we are just like a couple of tots running across the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there a song to be sung, like a bell to be rung, and a wonderful flame to be flung. Even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do yesterday, because you make me feel so.
So Christian De Sica is widely considered one of the most famous Italian comedy film stars, multiple recipient of the David Di Donatello Award, that is the Academy Award of Italy, and is the son of Vittorio De Sica. So Vittorio De Sica, 4 Oscars. So is the classic, the gold era of Italian cinema. So with Christian, we will in some way create a bridge between the classic Italian cinema and the new, wonderful, contemporary Italian cinema. So for us, it's going to be special to have Christian not just present with 2 movies, but also performing at our closing night at the Ritz. Another star coming to Toronto, so I imagine that you recognize her because she participated in over 20 films. She won also the Davide Di Donatello. She presented Sanremo, just to understand it for you, the popularity of this showwoman. And for us, it's important also because this festival is going to emphasize also the role of the women in cinema, especially the Italian cinema. And both the opening and the closing films are going to be the women protagonists.
Ciao a tutti, un saluto e un grazie speciale all'Italian Contemporary Film Festival di Toronto. Grazie per i vostri inviti e sono davvero onorata e felice di poter partecipare quest'anno. A presto, a prestissimo. Ciao.
IC Savings, we're very proud to have been a part of this since the beginning, and we're prouder still of the way that the ICFF showcases our Italian heritage into our wider community. Thank you and congratulations.
You see, this neighborhood belongs to me. Everybody out there fears me.
So do I. My name is Angelo Donatello.
Angelo Donatello and his new band of misfits.
I've been living in the moment. We've got so much money, we don't know how to spend it all.
Now I'm joined by Frank D'Angelo, and you're here representing your film, The Neighborhood.
Yes. We're very excited to have been chosen for our movie to premiere at the ICFF.
Can you tell me a little bit about the plot? Because I know it's a very interesting comedy, right?
Well, it's not a comedy, it's a drama. It's about 4 guys, they grow up together, and they're thieves, and they kind of fly under the radar, and then they steal the wrong thing, and it belongs to the godfather of the neighborhood. So they become very paranoid for their lives.
And this year we have all of the cast is going to be
Most
coming.
of the cast: Giancarlo Giannini, Franco Nero, Burt Young, Armand Assante, Michael Pere, Danny Aiello.
And tell me about your character in the film.
My character is the guy, I'm the guy who takes the blame. I'm the guy. It's a cool movie. I'm so excited. And again, I'm happy that it's being premiered in my hometown, Toronto.
It's a wonderful opportunity, and I'm sure they're so excited to have it here at the festival.
I hope you come to see it too. Thank you.
Who took my money?
What the f did you guys do?
Now I'm joined by Mara Cataldi, who is the Director of Operations for ICFF. And again, we'll do a little bit of Italian, a little bit of English. Quindi possiamo cominciare con l'italiano, così se va sciolta. Sono interessata, quest'anno avete anche Vancouver, che fa parte di questo festival. Possiamo parlare di questo?
Sì, beh, l'obiettivo principale del nostro direttore artistico era quello di avere un festival nazionale. Quindi abbiamo detto, adesso abbiamo questa costa, andiamo all'esplorazione dell'altra. Quindi siamo arrivati fino a Vancouver, è il primo anno che iniziamo questo progetto. Saremo in 2 teatri, il Rio Theatre e Elizabeth Theatre. Quindi vedremo, finalmente l'ICFF è sul territorio nazionale.
Infatti, avete raggiunto un obiettivo molto, molto bello e interessante. Now, a theme that I've noticed is women in film this year. We had the opening film and the closing film that are celebrating women, actresses, directors, and whatnot. Being a female here and working with the festival, how do you feel about women being celebrated this year?
Well, I mean, finally, I'm working with the two of our co-founders, 2 male, so I'm the female of the staff. So we were saying why don't we focus a little bit on the female aspect of the Italian cinema? So that's why we are starting with the movie that has as a protagonist Paola Cortellesi, that is actually coming to the festival as well. And for a closing, a fully female movie with 2 female characters, a lots of female directors, even Ruth Borgobello coming from Australia, another female director. So yeah, a lot of focus on the female aspect.
Right. Well, thank you very much, Mara.
Thank you so much for coming.
Ricordo il giorno in cui lasciai tutti in paese, la scuola e i tanti amici che fecero parte dei primi 9 anni della mia vita.
Dobbiamo salutare tutti quanti una persona.
Io vado a trovare la mia mamma in America.
Per me e per i miei nonni doveva essere una traversata piena di gioia, a bordo di una delle navi più belle e sicure dell'epoca, l'Andrea Doria.
Mi chiamo Piero Calamai, comandante del transatlantico Andrea Doria durante la sua ultima rotta.
Sarei dovuto andare a fondo.
Una nave che io non ho mai abbandonato del tutto.
Sarei morto con coraggio.
Chi mi conosce sa che io lì sopra ci sarei rimasto sino alla fine.
E alla partenza c'erano tutti. A Sant'Are, un paese in festa. Credevo di vivere un sogno.
Ero sicuro delle scelte fatte per la salvaguardia dei passeggeri. Io ho seguito le leggi del mare fino all'ultimo respiro.
D'improvviso la favola bella si trasformò in un incubo.
Il peso di aver perso 46 dei miei passeggeri è stata la mia condanna.
Al mondo esistono gli eroi. Il capitano Calamai divenne il nostro angelo. Ci salvò da morte certa.
Prima di quella tragica notte del 25 luglio 1956, davanti a me io vedevo il futuro, dopo ho visto soltanto buio.
Per lui contava soltanto questo fatto del Doria, che lui aveva ragione e non ha potuto parlare.
Il capitano Calamai fu il vero capo espiatore.
Calamai non diede
I'm being joined by Alessandro Ruggera of the Istituto Italiano di Cultura in Toronto. Now, can you tell me about how you've collaborated with the film festival this year?
Well, we support the Italian Film Festival since the beginning, and we are very proud to do so because I think it's one of the most important cultural initiatives of the Italian-Canadian community in Toronto.
Well, there's a lot of help that happens behind the scenes apart from the films in the festival, and we have Joe DiRisio here who's going to tell us a little bit about the work that he does, especially with the parties that happen, right?
Correct. So first of all, I want to thank ICFF, Maurizio Magnifico, Cristiano, and Mara, because last year they actually noticed some of my jobs, and I opened my company about 3 years ago, and it's called JD Shows because I like to show what people do, and in this case, there's a lot to show because these guys are amazing. I heard one of the interview before, you were saying that they're growing so fast. I think that they're really good to spot good people around them and to let them understand how we can grow together.
Absolutely.
So last year, I basically helped them with the closing party, and I introduced to them a technology. It's not super new anymore, but very few people know how to use it best. And I did a lot of research 6-7 years ago, video mapping. I've mapped the entire Ritz-Carlton on all the walls. It was a big work because it was 9 projectors combining all the visuals.
Now, I have to ask you, before you go on, what exactly is video mapping? What does that mean?
Basically, it's called even augmented reality. With a bunch of projectors, I'm able to put whatever the projectors it's outputting on a surface. Can be flat, but can even be 3D. So I'm able to tailor the light around objects.
Amazing.
Yeah, and last year they gave me such a beautiful content with black and white Italian videos, and that was awesome. That helps my job a lot. So
Absolutely. Are you going to be involved in the industry day as well?
correct. I'm actually this year. It's a booming year for me. I'm very thankful because I had the chance to go in Dusseldorf in Germany to do an amazing job. And when I came back, they called me and said, "Joe, we want you again, opening and closing." So we're talking. So as you know, the opening for most of you is going to be at the QRC. It's an amazing venue, but it's very hard because it's tall 70 feet. So it's going to be very challenging for me to make sure that everyone will listen to the speeches, the music, the live band is going to be awesome, and an amazing wall. We're going to have a projection. It's going to be tall 65 feet and wide 40. Very few companies in general do something like that. We will do for them this, and I can't wait to show what's going to be the result.
Well, we're very excited to see the work that you do and to see this new technology that you'll be bringing forth. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. See you next week.